The rhetoric surrounding Donald Trump's deportations has led to a 11-year-old girl taking her own life. Joselyn Rojo Carranza was a sixth grade student at Gainesville Intermediate School, Texas. Her mother, Marbella Carranza, told Univision that her daughter was dealing with bullying from her classmates who had taunted her for being Latina and had even threatened to call ICE on her family. And currently, thanks to Donald Trump, he signed executive orders allowing ICE to literally go into the schools. Okay. So now they told her that she would be all alone in the US once they call ICE and have her family deported. So, oh yeah, no, you're gonna be alone. They're gonna come take your mom, and your dad, and your fam. They're gonna come get you. They're gonna come get you. The harassment had apparently become so bad that this child, okay, 11 years old, child, was seeing a school counselor more than once a week. Okay. So, wait, why didn't anybody get involved? I mean, did the school get involved? Did she tell the teachers? What? Did she reach out? Apparently, she did. She had informed school officials on multiple occasions that, hey, I'm being bullied, right? And this is really having a gigantic negative effect on my mental health, okay? But since it is Texas, her mother says that the school took absolutely no action whatsoever. Quote, I waited a whole week for a miracle that my daughter would be well, but unfortunately, nothing could be done. My daughter will always live for me, and I will always love her. So she had died on February 8th after being rushed to the hospital a week earlier. So, look, this right here is just one of the few unfortunate stories. I should say one of the many unfortunate stories that I'm sure are going to come out as a result of the right wing's assault on immigrants. They're not just talking about criminal alien migrants or whatever, right? Whatever the right wing phrase is. No, they're going after just anyone who isn't white, anyone who's an immigrant. Why is that? Oh, I think we know why that is.
The Republican Party's racist.
But anyway, um, Trump had talked about how immigrants are poisoning the blood of this country. They're the enemy within. Okay. So when you hear that rhetoric, I mean, if you're the victim of that, that's going to have negative impacts. But even if you're not the victim, right? Even in this case, if you're the kids, because I don't blame the children specifically. Okay. What I do blame is the culture. I do blame the parents. I blame the social media. Okay, because understand that these kids are probably just parroting things that they've been seeing online or in person with their families. Hell, they're parroting the president, which I don't know. I remember a time where you were supposed to look up to the president and use them as an example. Okay, hey, one of these days, if you study hard, maybe you could become president one day. President of the United States. Wow, look at that. But nowadays, no. If you're extremely racist and cruel, and are just a terrible person, a con man, criminal, what have you, then maybe someday you could become the president too. I mean, that's how far we have fallen as a country. Okay, but anyway, look, nobody's born racist, right? But you are taught that, and that's the problem. These children were taught this, and it's having negative impacts. And it's not the only incident, of course. In fact, I remember talking about how just the day after the election, you had these racist texts being sent out. Latoya Buford's 16-year-old daughter. Once again, we're talking about kids, right? We're talking about teenagers in this case. But she got a text saying that she had been, quote, selected to pick cotton at the nearest plantation. The daughter told her mom that some of her friends had also gotten that message, but only those who, like her, were black. Okay? Those are the ones who got the message. Somehow they knew and were sending out these text messages. Beaufort's daughter was one of the middle school, high school, and college students. More than 20 states who received similar racist texts in the days following Trump's reelection. And in the week since, it had gotten worse, with then Latino and LGBTQ plus recipients getting messages threatening them with deportation or being sent to so-called re-education camps, according to the FBI. Some of these messages purported to be from the Trump administration, though the Trump campaign said, "Oh, I got no." At the time, well, we had nothing to do with these messages, right? No, maybe you didn't, but certainly your supporters had a lot to do with it. It's not the only ones, that have left messages. There's, for example, people that left racist notes in a Wyoming high school bathroom. You also had anti-immigrant and other discriminatory incidents in a Vermont school district. So there is definitely a problem here. Okay. Hate speech against adults is bad enough. But when you're involving children, when they're being victimized, it's so, so much worse. This is a child whose brain and sense of self are still developing. And the pain of enduring hate speech for children can, develop into physical symptoms, stomach aches, headaches, panic attacks, insomnia, and then, of course, in the most extreme examples, taking your own life. I mean, this is horrible. Harassment, by the way, can also deprive young people of their legal right to an education, making them too afraid to stay in class or even to come to school at all. Okay? This is according to Aaron McGuire, Director of Equity and Inclusion for Vermont's Essex Westford School District, which experienced a steep increase in harassment reports the week of Trump's reelection. So now the question, of course, is what's the Trump administration doing about this? Weren't they supposed to try to protect the children? I thought they didn't have a problem with the legal immigrants. Now, it turns out they do. And so they're doing nothing. Actually, no, they're doing worse than nothing. In fact, on Tuesday, the White House posted a video of migrants being shackled and boarded onto a plane bound for who knows where, and accompanying the video with the words ASMR, illegal alien deportation flight. Now, if watching that gives you a sense of pleasure, I think you are a sick person. You are a depraved person. Okay. If you think 11-year-olds unaliving themselves because of racist harassment is fine, then you are absolutely a disgusting, terrible human being. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.